The FBI investigation into Brett Kavanaugh has now been completed. It was delivered to Grassley at 3 a.m., and all of the senators, both left and right, are going to be able to read it this morning. Now, this marks the 7th time the FBI has looked into this Supreme Court nominee. 7 FBI investigations. Imagine the information the FBI must have on Kavanaugh. I mean, it's still not as much as Google, but imagine. I mean, he's got to have his own floor in the J. Edgar Hoover building. So, what do we know? Well, the question now is, will any of those secrets include any corroboration at all to Dr. Ford's accusation? Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Chuck Grassley tweeted 3 o'clock this morning. He has the papers. Republicans and Democrats are going to have equal time to study it. If everything goes as expected, we should see the vote tomorrow, a procedural vote tomorrow, followed by a final vote on Saturday. After that, I guess we can, crack open a beer and drink too much or not drink too much and take a collective sigh of relief that this national nightmare is finally over. But will it be? Washington, D.C. is a nightmare. The best thing to come out of this is Donald Trump's silence while remaining completely rigid on letting this happen. Let it go through. Don't give up. And then remaining silent because for the first time since he was running, he's not the story. What's the story? How insane everyone else has become. His silence has allowed the press to prove absolutely everything he has said about the press to be true. Capitol Police have arrested dozens of out-of-control leftists. Additional officers have been called in to maintain order in the Senate office buildings. Protesters are screaming, they're yelling, they're blocking senators as they walk in the hall. Senator Susan Collins has been seen escorted now with a full-on security detail. Republicans are getting harassed at restaurants and their homes. While the Democrats are encouraging this, they are also saying that the temperament of Kavanaugh is so bad because when he was young, he threw a glass of ice in somebody's face. This is insane. Let's flip this around. Imagine how the left and the media would be freaking out right now if the shoe was on the other foot. If President Obama had been accused of something and the Tea Party began acting the same way the Kavanaugh protesters are, imagine if the Tea Party would have been screaming at Democratic senators, cornering them in the halls and the elevators, getting arrested by Capitol Police, following them to restaurants and their homes. What would the story from the press be today? I can tell you for a fact, it would not be whatever Obama was accused of. It would be all about the violence, the vitriol, and how the Tea Party must be stopped because they're trying to tear down the Republic. There would be calls to label the Tea Party a terrorist organization. And you know what? They might be right if that would have happened. But it's happening now, and nobody seems to notice. Imagine the media headlines on CNN and MSNBC and the New York Times. But everyone seems just to accept this now. Why? Because they are certain they are correct. And if you want to have a different opinion, you have to do whatever you have to do to stop that opinion from being furthered, from being explored, heard, listened to. America, hear me clearly. If this doesn't scare you yet, what will? This behavior on the left, whether it's Antifa or whatever's going down in D.C., is the new norm. There is my small hope that when Kavanaugh is passed, when he is accepted and put on the Supreme Court on Saturday, the left will learn, Well, that didn't work. If he is not confirmed, they will learn this works, and it will get much worse.